Oh yeah, global citizens, today's lesson is special. We're diving into one of the most beautiful and romantic scenes in film history, the dawn proposal from Pride and Prejudice. We'll look at some interesting grammar points, work on pronunciation, and break down more than 15 advanced expressions. And by the way, to help you not only learn these words, but actually remember them forever, so you can use them naturally when speaking, I want to give you a special gift. That is access to all the smart flashcards from this lesson for free. It's super easy to practice with them. Just click the link below to go to our app and you'll see how thousands of learners just like you are having fun while actually becoming more fluent every day. If that sounds like something you'd enjoy, be sure to try out our method. You only need a few minutes a day to see real progress. Now, let's begin by watching the first part of the clip with subtitles.
I couldn't sleep.
Nora, my aunt.
Yes, she was here.
How can I ever make amends for such behavior?
After what you have done for Lydia, and I suspect for Jane also, it is I who should be making amends.
You must know. Surely you must know it was all for you. You are too generous to trifle with me. I believe you spoke with my aunt last night and it has taught me to hope, as I'd scarcely allowed myself before.
Let's begin by looking at the grammar in this phrase Mr. Darcy used.
I couldn't sleep.
Nora, my aunt.
Nora is a formal, old-fashioned way of saying me neither. When someone says something negative like I couldn't sleep, you can respond with Nora to say the same is true for you. By the way, let me give you some quick context about what's happening here. Elizabeth has just learned the truth about who Darcy really is. Not the proud, arrogant man she thought, but someone kind, who quietly helped save her family's reputation. Now, Darcy thinks it's too late, that he's already lost her. But when his aunt visits Elizabeth and demands she promise never to marry him, Elizabeth refuses to make that promise. And when Darcy hears about this, it gives him hope. So he walks across the fields at dawn to find her. One last attempt to tell her how he feels. This is that moment.
I couldn't sleep.
Nora, my aunt.
Yes, she was here.
How can I ever make amends for such behavior?
To make amends means to do something to fix a mistake, hoping to repair damage you've caused. A common expression natives use for the same fact is make up for something. Like Darcy's asking how he can possibly fix or make up for his aunt's behavior. Check out this other example.
Nonsense. You will marry far better than either of the Dashwood girls.
Oh, but I have no dowry.
There are qualities which will always make up for that, and you have them in abundance.
All that time that I spent posing, I was trying to actually do something good to make up for all the pain and suffering that we caused.
The phrase such behavior emphasizes how bad or extreme he thinks the actions were. Such here intensifies the meaning, as if he were saying behavior like that or behavior of that kind, implying it was terrible. We actually use such this way a lot. I've never seen such disrespect. How can you say such things? Such cruelty.
Never in my 31 years as an educator have I seen such behavior.
How dare you talk to me with such disrespect?
No one hardly speaks of such things.
Elizabeth, however, thinks Mr. Darcy doesn't need to be sorry about anything. Listen to what she says.
How can I ever make amends for such behavior?
After what you have done for Lydia, and I suspect for Jane also, it is I who should be making amends.
Earlier in the story, Darcy secretly saved Elizabeth's sister Lydia from scandal. That is public shame and gossip that would ruin the family's reputation. Elizabeth just found out about this and is deeply grateful. She also suspects he helped reunite her other sister Jane with his friend Mr. Bingley. I suspect means I believe or I have a feeling. It suggests you think something is true, but you're not completely certain, like in this example.
Suspect will be home by 9:30.
And I suspect he's rather keen on young Enola.
Anyway, so why did Darcy do these things? He explains.
After what you have done for Lydia, and I suspect for Jane also, it is I who should be making amends.
You must know. Surely you must know it was all for you.
And then he gets ready to confess his love.
You are too generous to trifle with me.
The word generous means kind and willing to give more than is necessary or expected. A generous person gives freely, money, time, kindness, or in this case, empathy or understanding. And make sure you get the pronunciation right. You should say generous. Generous. He's saying she's too kind of a person to play with his feelings, to play games with his emotions. That's what to trifle means. He trusts that Elizabeth wouldn't trifle with him, that if she gives him any sign of hope, it must be real.
I believe you spoke with my aunt last night and it has taught me to hope, as I'd scarcely allowed myself before.
As I was saying, Darcy's aunt had visited Elizabeth and demanded she promise never to marry Darcy. Elizabeth refused to make that promise, which gave Darcy hope. When he learns about that conversation, that gives him the courage to hope again, as he had scarcely allowed himself before. Scarce means rare, when there's very little of something. You could also say hardly or barely. Mr. Darcy is simply saying he was hardly letting himself feel hope about marrying Elizabeth. Well, I really want you to become that successful, fluent English speaker you've always dreamed of being. However, I bet you feel lost about how to do this, or you feel too busy to dedicate enough time to study, or you've been stuck at the same level forever. And I know this because I've been there myself. Remember, I'm an English learner just like you. So let me share with you a method to go from being a lost, insecure English learner to becoming a confident, natural English speaker, even if you have only 10-15 minutes per day. So first, watch a short lesson just like this one with Pride and Prejudice. Second, practice the new words from that lesson with smart flashcards, which use science to help you remember new words forever. And finally, third, speak the new words in a real conversation, so you feel confident using them in any situation. And practice pronunciation. The great thing is, we make it super easy for you to do this on the Real Life app. And in fact, you can use the new words you're learning today in a guided speaking conversation based on this exact lesson with Pride and Prejudice right now. Stop just recognizing and forgetting new words and start being able to actually speak them naturally. So try it for free, just click the link in the description below. Okay, now we've been looking at these advanced words and grammar, but I also think we should dig deeper into the symbolism and deeper meaning in the movie. It makes the scene even more beautiful, and honestly, that's just fun to explore. So the setting here is really symbolic. The film puts them at dawn in a misty field, and this early morning light represents a new beginning. The fog represents all the confusion and misunderstandings that have clouded their relationship, now finally lifting. And the open natural landscape removes all those rigid social rules and formality that kept them apart, so they can finally be honest with each other. And that's why seeing Darcy crossing that field is such a powerful image. He's literally closing the distance between him and Elizabeth, looking completely vulnerable. Alright, now let's see what happens in the second part of the clip.
If your feelings are still what they were last April, tell me so at once. My affections and wishes have not changed. But one word from you will silence me forever. If, however, your feelings have changed, I would have to tell you. You have bewitched me, body and soul, and I love and love and love you. I never wish to be parted from you from this day on.
hands are cold.
What does the expression "at once" mean here?
If your feelings are still what they were last April, tell me so at once.
At once means immediately, right now, without delay. Darcy is saying, if you still don't love me, tell me right now so I can stop hoping.
It is best to know what his intentions are at once. Think of what you would have felt if your engagement had carried on for months and months before he chose to put an end to it.
And how about the word "so" in the phrase "tell me so"? The easiest way to understand it would be by looking at other phrases where we use "so" like this. I think so. I hope so. I told you so.
My affections and wishes have not changed.
Affections means feelings of love or caring for someone. It's a somewhat formal or old-fashioned way to put it.
You should sing to her.
Sing to her.
And maybe that would reassure her of your affections.
My affections have long been engaged elsewhere, and it is with great regret that I return your letters and the lock of hair which you so obligingly bestowed upon me.
These days, you can simply say "my feelings."
My affections and wishes have not changed. But one word from you will silence me forever.
Another subtle detail here. Elizabeth doesn't answer, right? She stays silent. And that means everything, since he literally said, "One word from you will silence me forever." Now, let's take a look at this expression in the most iconic line from the movie.
If, however, your feelings have changed, I would have to tell you. You have bewitched me, body and soul, and I love you.
To bewitch someone literally means to put them under a magic spell. Figuratively, it means to captivate or completely charm someone so they can't stop thinking about you. That's what Mr. Darcy is emphasizing here by saying body and soul. Elizabeth has captured his heart, his mind so completely, it feels almost magical. And notice the way this word should be pronounced. Bewitched. It's not bewitch, not bewitched. It's bewitched, with the last syllable being unvoiced. You do this by simply adding a T sound after ch. Bewitched.
You have bewitched me. You have bewitched me. I never wish to be parted from you from this day on.
To be parted from someone means to be separated from them, like we parted at the train station, or it's hard to part with old memories. We also use the phrase part ways, which means to go in different directions, often ending a relationship or partnership.
Well, this is where we part ways.
Mr. Darcy is saying that from this day on, meaning starting today and for the rest of their lives, he never wants to be separated from Elizabeth. This is a common expression natives use to mark a new beginning, a turning point. But they may also use from now on, hereafter, from here on out, henceforth.
There's 50 checks there, Frank. Which means, from this day on, you're in a little club.
From this day on, you are here every day after school, okay?
Well then. Your hands are cold.
Here's another cultural fact about this scene that's important to understand. In the time period this story is set, men and women who weren't married couldn't just touch each other freely. Physical contact was strictly controlled by social rules. You could touch while dancing or with permission, but that was about it. So when Elizabeth kisses Darcy's hand here, it's actually a pretty bold, intimate move, almost shocking for that time. And when she says, "Your hands are cold,"
Your hands are cold.
this simple line actually carries layers of meaning. First, there's the literal fact. Darcy is wealthy. He'd normally travel everywhere by horse and carriage, but here he walked across the fields in the early morning chill, possibly for miles, just to see Elizabeth. His cold hands are proof He walked all that way for her, stepping outside his usual privileged comfort. But there's also a deeper reference. Cold hands, warm heart is an actual proverb, suggesting that someone with physically cold hands, or who seems distant and reserved on the outside, is actually kind, loving, and caring on the inside. It encourages looking beyond appearances to someone's true character. And that's exactly Darcy's journey in this story. He seemed cold, proud, and unfriendly when Elizabeth first met him. But underneath, all that reserve was someone deeply affectionate and good-hearted. When Elizabeth notices his cold hands and gently comments on it, she's showing she finally understands his true character. She sees the warm heart beneath the cold exterior. Alright, now are you ready for the final and most important step of the lesson? We're going to consolidate everything you've just learned, to fixate it in your brain, by putting it into practice. You'll watch the whole scene again, this time without any subtitles, and answer some quiz questions. Are you ready? Let's do it!
Sleep.
Nora, my aunt.
Yes, she was here.
How can I ever make amends for such behavior?
What does Mr. Darcy imply by saying make amends? To explain his actions clearly, to justify his past behavior, to repair the harm that he has caused.
After what you have done for Lydia, and I suspect for Jane also, it is I who should be making amends.
You must know. Surely you must know it was all for you. You are too generous to trifle with me.
What does trifle with me suggest in this context? To joke lightly with someone? To treat someone's feelings as unimportant? To argue over minor issues?
I believe you spoke with my aunt last night, and it has taught me to hope, as I'd scarcely allowed myself before. If your feelings are still what they were last April, tell me so at once.
What is the function of at once in Darcy's request? At once here emphasizes the need for an immediate answer. You can pause the video now and try writing a sentence in the comments below using this phrase.
My affections and wishes have not changed. But one word from you will silence me forever. If, however, your feelings have changed, I would have to tell you. You have bewitched me, body and soul, and I love.
How do you spell bewitched?
I love you. I never wish to be parted from you from this day on.
Well then. Your hands are cold.
Oh yeah, amazing job guys! Now if you're new to this YouTube channel, you should know that every single week we make new lessons just like this one with celebrities, movies, TV series to help you understand fast-speaking natives without getting lost, without missing the jokes, without subtitles. So if that sounds like something you want to be able to do, hit the subscribe button and the bell down below so you never miss any of our new lessons. Remember to go and practice what you learned today on the Real Life English app. You'll find a special link right in the description below that'll take you straight to this lesson over there. Oh yeah, global citizens, I'm Xenia, your real-life English fluency coach. And today we're back with a new lesson with the amazing Netflix show Anne with an E. If you've never seen the series, it follows Anne Shirley, an intelligent, imaginative girl who isn't afraid to speak her mind. That is, to express her thoughts honestly, even if it gets her into trouble. In the scene we learn with, we're at a fun school party where music, dancing, and young romance fill the air. So things start to go wrong when a romantic encounter between